Welcome back to the special report. The Reddit rebellion this week has been a testament to the internet's influence over the market. Gary Vaynerchuk, the CEO of VaynerMedia, joins us now. Gary, you're an early investor in what some may have seen as fads, the cryptocurrency trading platform Coinbase, ride-sharing giant Uber. So what's your take on what's going on in the staying power of what is going on?
It's capitalism. It's business. You know, people love free markets and limited regulation until it affects them. And so I think the internet is going to pick on you. It's just the way it is. First, it was bookstores in the late 90s. People that had medallions locked up in New York City thought they were fine. They got addressed. You know, the internet is the infrastructure of society, and humans that are on top of it and platforms that get people together to communicate. This is just the reality of the situation. And so the staying power, this is just the beginning. I mean, everyone's talking about regulating Robinhood or regulating this. Unless we're looking at going the track of China or Russia and actually regulating our entire internet, you can't stop humans communicating to each other.
So this is really just an extension of how technology has empowered people in other ways. They may have empowered people to transport in different ways, to communicate in different ways, and here to trade in different ways. Is that your take?
100%. Like, you know, everyone's baffled all the time. They're baffled that a president can go direct to consumer and not do briefings. They're baffled that, you know, that taxis have been disrupted. Like, everyone's always baffled. When is everybody who's watching this show gonna understand that this thing called the internet came along and changed society? This is printing press 100x. We are in the early stages and people are struggling with calibrating the massive impact of this.
Hey Gary, quick question. I mean, so, yeah. You mentioned, obviously Amazon disrupted bricks and mortar retail, and we can, there's 100 examples over the last 25 years. What exactly would you say that Robinhood has disrupted, other than the pricing of trading services? Because to me, I think what it's done is made a very easy on-ramp. It's been a product created by the very people that created the most addictive products that we have on our iPhones, right? Facebook, Google, Electronic Arts, that sort of thing. So what are they disrupting? What are they making better for the people, I guess, is the question I would have for the Silicon Valley backers.
Lack of friction for, very easy to understand how to get on. They like the price. I mean, this has been done over and over. It's what Walmart did to retail or Amazon. Like, it's just the cost was right and the friction was low and the product was simple. They disrupted the right brand, right time. You've got an entire generation of under 30-year-olds that are completely passionate around entrepreneurship and business. I'm 45. I was a terrible student. I went to Mount Ida College, 301, the spot. I mean, I didn't, entrepreneurship wasn't a thing. Now every kid 15 to 25 wants to be an entrepreneur, an investor, right? People are like, they have pride in their ability. It's opening up people into the game and they want to do their thing. And, it's just a timing product issue.
Gary, thank you for your time. Good to see you.
Thank you.
Gary Vaynerchuk, VaynerMedia. Courtney, if that is the case, it sounds like this is something that's not going to go away easily, because just as we saw the internet change different industries in ways in which you can't go back, it doesn't sound like this. You can't put the horse back in the barn at this point, can you?
Absolutely not. I think, I do agree with some of the folks when they're talking about financial literacy and education around things. I mean, it's educational in the traditional way, so one might, say that might not be what we need to teach. But I do believe that access to the markets and a leveling of the playing field is the right thing to do. Right? I mean, and I said this before, no one ever says to someone who spent their entire paycheck at, Macy's that, oh, you know what? We shouldn't have let them do that. I should keep their paycheck and spend it for them, right? And I don't mean to kind of minimize this, but I think it's real, right? People can spend their money in a lot of different ways. Why it is that this way is ruffling so many feathers, I'm not quite sure. What I can say is that education, being a part of understanding how money moves and being a part of the financial system, is something every American has the right to do and should have the right to do.
All right, we're just seconds away from the can't miss interview. The Robin CEO will join us on the other side of this quick break. Do not go anywhere.